Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. We are going to be going through a bunch of Sephora brand products. Now, I have for years and years and years tried little things here and there, but recently I went to Sephora and I scooped up a ton of their own in-house products. So I'm talking about Sephora eyeshadows, Sephora brand concealers, lipsticks. I just really took my time, got to know some of the brand. There are so many items here that are so good, like so good to the point that it is making me want to go back for a second serving. Like I want more to try. Let's start out with something that I'm absolutely obsessed with, like completely just like I can't even believe how good this product is. This right here is a miracle. This is $12. It comes in 4 shades. I want all 4 of them now. This is the Outrageous Plump Effect. I have shade number 2. I love even the packaging is kind of like this quilted, beautiful package. Everything about it, the applicator itself is so perfect. This little teeny tiny hugged doe foot applicator is like one of the best that I have tried in a long time. Look at that color. Oh my God. I keep putting more on just because it feels so good. Like I don't know. I feel like my lips look bigger when I wear this. I really, really enjoy this. I want more shades. So this was like the hot item that I found. I am loving that. While we're on the topic of lips, I do want to say that I actually like their lip liner quite a bit. It did feather and bleed a little bit on me. I think it's because it's so creamy. Like this shade right here is just stunning. If you don't have an issue with your lip liner bleeding, then I think you would enjoy this. It basically goes on like a lipstick, except for it's in a pencil form. It's really easy to apply. For me, it's not my top pick just because I did find myself, like whenever I've worn this, I find myself doing like this kind of a thing and having to perfect my lip line, which I don't wanna like spend my time doing that. I find that like my Essence lip liners or my Thousand Kisses from Rimmel, those are better options for me because they're a little bit stiffer. But if you like a creamy lip liner, that's what this is. Beautiful shade range. There's nothing terrible about it other than it's just too creamy for me. And then this right here, this is the Cream Lip Stain. I've tried other shades before. This is an impressive product. It is very pretty. It's a little bit sticky. It kind of reminds me of what Maybelline just came out with in terms of a liquid lip. Like it has that little bit of stickiness, but that being said, it won't dry your lips out completely. It does dry down to a matte finish, but it has that like kind of cream stickiness. If I'm being honest, I prefer the Marc Jacobs formula better, and it's kind of a similar deal where it doesn't completely dry down, but this is not bad. And this color right here is very, very pretty. It's actually what I'm wearing underneath the gloss right now, so I can't say that I don't like it. I just don't super crazy love it. All right, you guys, we are still on lips because Sephora brand has so many different varieties. They have liquid lips, they have glosses, they have, you know, the lip plumpers, they have regular lipsticks, long wear lipsticks, then they have these. I mean, there's just so much going on. I couldn't buy it all. I was like already very overwhelmed, but this right here is super impressive, and I think the packaging is adorable. So if you go to one of the end caps in Sephora, you will see all these different pictures, and it will show you what the finish is, what the shade is. It just kind of has a theme from lipstick to lipstick. I think these are great. They have a metallic finish, a matte finish, more of a creamy finish, and too many colors to count, and these are $8. So this is drugstore pricing in Sephora. I really love that. Look at this shade right here. I was gonna wear this, but I'm just like loving the whole gloss feel with like my navy top so much that I didn't want to put this on, but it is beautiful. This is made in Italy. This is the shade 35. These are called Lip Stories, and this is Take a Bite. It is matte. The mattes still have a little bit of a cream finish to me, in my opinion. Like they're not a hard, dry matte. They still have somewhat of a slip. And then I got a little Magic. This one's just a little more of a darker, deep red. This has more of an orange type of a vibrancy. I just thought they were both really pretty, and I liked the container, and I wanted to try the matte formula so bad. All of the glossier ones that I wanted to try were sold out, but I am happy that I snagged these two. I think for $8, they're great, and it's a cute product. The primer from Sephora, I don't know that I like this. Like I recently tried a Tom Ford eye primer that I think is so good. It has worked so beautifully with like every single one of my eyeshadows. It extends the wear, it gives a nice base that you can actually fluff any color into, and it just kind of helps your blending all together because it has a little powder guy on the top right here. I really love this. I also love Urban Decay eyeshadow primers. This one was just a little bit too greasy for me. Like I'll show you, it just kind of comes out a little bit oily almost. And I don't know, you have to go in with a powder on top of it. Otherwise, if you go straight in with eyeshadow, you're gonna have an issue with blending and it gets kind of blotchy. So for me, this was a pass. Moving on to another thing that I'm a little bit on the fence about, you guys. I'm wearing this today. I've only worn this a couple of times, so I don't wanna say that it's super bad because my eyeshadow looks really nice. But these from Sephora right here, these little pans of color, like the color stories themselves, the way the color is set up, I really, really like. You can do a complete look here, but I think this is overpriced. This is $25, you guys, and the shadow is actually pretty difficult to blend. Every time I've used this, I've wanted it to blend better because I love the shades. Like I actually want to go into my collection. Like the color looks perfect. The chocolatey brown, the kind of bronzy pink, like it looks great. It's very flattering. These are just a little bit tricky to blend. On the positive side, there isn't a lot of fallout, but they're just kind of stiff and just, they can be patchy. So I would say, think twice maybe about this particular setup. I don't know if you guys have ever tried their singles. I haven't tried a lot of the singles from Sephora as far as single eyeshadows. So let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations as far as that goes. But for me, 25 bucks for this is, it's not happening. Eyeliners from Sephora typically are fantastic. Now the one I tried in the low rated is not fantastic. I will not be using that one again, and I will link that video below. But their black liner, if you set it with a powder, it will not move. Now if you don't set it, it will kind of collect a little bit in the tear duct. And if you use this in the waterline, you might have a problem. They had one in the past that I swear was better than this. Like I have a little one, like a little teeny tiny one that I still have on hand that whenever I put this in the waterline, it does not move. But I feel like something changed because I've tried this, and every time I've tried it, it has smudged a little bit. Not so much on the top line, but a little bit on the lower lash line. So I'm kind of like so-so on this one. This right here though is so good. Oh my gosh. These from Sephora, this is the larger crayons. It's a waterproof shadow crayon. This is beautiful. Look how smooth that is. Like I just literally, I gotta show you guys. Just look, boom. You can like blend this out as eyeshadow. You could line your eyes. You could do kind of an easy smoky look. This will not move. It stays put, it stays locked in. The color selection is gorgeous, and I really, really love these. There are two brow products that I tried out. I like them both, but I do have a small gripe about this one right here. What is this brow brush? Like what? I don't understand this for even a second. I actually had to reach for a brush with a spoolie because I could not do my brows with just this without a spoolie. Now I love the itty bitty precise tip, and I actually really like this color. Like it's a perfect chocolate brown, and I think I definitely will use this more. I just have to have a spoolie with it. So that was my one kind of fail moment about this product, is that this, I don't know who designed that, but it's pretty bad. And then this right here is great. However, I will give you a tip. Make sure you wipe this off. This is a brow building kind of like fiber brow situation that you can comb through your brow hairs, and if you wear it on its own, it's just gonna make your natural brows look more groomed. If you wanna fill this in as a last step after you've filled them in and shaped them, then it can help everything to stay in place. I do enjoy this. The bristles on here are very unusual, but they do grab onto the brow hairs nicely. But be careful, because if you go straight out of the tube and you have a lot of product on the tip, you're gonna wipe that everywhere. So it works great if you wipe it. It works horribly if you don't. This is not for me. I tried their concealers. I wanted to like it more than I did. They have an excellent shade range, but it just kind of looked crinkly under my eyes and it didn't set well. So I know me, and concealer is just so like one of those things that I have to absolutely love it to keep reaching for it and to recommend it over and over. So this just slid around and grabbed and bunched, and I just don't like it. So the concealer is a pass. I have a couple of palettes that I tried out, and the contour palette, you guys, I like the BH Cosmetics one better and the Profusion better, and they're more affordable, and this just did not blend the way I wanted it to blend. I've used this a couple of times, especially on the nose. It just kind of doesn't want to do what I want it to do. It's a little bit patchy, a little bit rough, so this for me is a pass. Surprisingly, this is a total pass for me too. This is their Illuminate palette, and I'm wearing it today. You can get it to look really nice. Like, I have piled on the product and you absolutely can get it to look nice, but I just want to show you what you can do with, say, this guy right here from Maybelline. I'll show you just a little bit of a grab in here and you'll see just the difference. Look at how, like, bam, highlight that is compared to this side right here, which I've only had this makeup on for a few hours, and this is just not giving me what I personally want. I want a louder highlight, especially to have an option that's a bit louder in a palette, and this palette just didn't do it for me. So I think you're better off spending, you know, $8 on something like this than $28 on a full palette. And I kind of feel like if you're already spending $28 on a palette like this, go ahead and get an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Go ahead, you know, if you're spending $28, get the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Save up just a little bit more, it's worth it. Those two, I would say, are like 100 times better than these right here. These are not so bad that you can't get a good makeup look out of it. It's just nothing that I would hardcore recommend. I mean, is it just me, or did putting on that Maybelline highlighter just kind of like change the whole mood? It changed the whole look. So there we have it. A bunch of stuff that I have put to the test from Sephora. This is not a first impressions. These are things that I have been putting into my rotation, taking notes on, and, you know, doing what I do to bring you this style of a video. If you enjoy this and you want more videos like this, please hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that you liked it. You can also leave comments letting me know what you want to see next, if there's another collection, brand, whatever. I love hearing your feedback, and I do take your requests very seriously, so let me know what you want to see. And I do hope you enjoyed this though. There's a lot of good things at Sephora that are by Sephora, and I guess that's what we discovered today. So I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Mwah.